Hi Libras, hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello. We're having a little bit of a format change. It has to do with lighting because it's kind of cold today, kind of chilly, too much smoke. And also I feel it has to do with your view on yourself throughout 2024. I am so curious to dive into your 2024, by the way, and I'm gonna, attach a little video right now, pretty much, where you have the walkthrough of what your reading is gonna look like and also what your extended is gonna look like. But I'm so curious because I feel this is gonna be a very special reading for you guys. I'm gonna let myself talk in the attached videos, and I'll see you right after. Hello and welcome to your yearly reading of 2024. What you can expect over on YouTube in your reading is we're going to have a look at the blessings, the lessons, and the overall energy that you can expect in 2024. Over on Patreon in your extended, we will be looking at love/partnership. That very much includes self-love, the relationship you have with other people. That's what I mean, so love in the wider sense. And then we're going to have a look at career, which means purpose, mission. All of that is in there, what you need to know for 2024, either if you're just starting out on your path or would like to have a closer look in terms of what is your mission. There may be topics popping up here and there. It's been interesting so far from what I've had the ability to look into for you guys for 2024. And we're also going to have a look into what would be advisable to focus on for you in 2024. I hope you like this format. I'm really looking forward to doing all those readings for you. I also have a special announcement because I thought, why not offer you guys something very, very special for from now on till the end of December, till the end of January, which is a yearly overview reading over 2024, where we'll be looking specifically into each month of the year. So it's quite extensive. You can expect anywhere from 1 hour to 1.5 hours, I reckon. And of course, we're going to have a look at the blessings, lessons, etc. Everything that you already heard here. We're going to look at that very detailed channeled messages for you, so you can make the most of 2024 and are well prepared for this year ahead. If you would like one, you can book it. It's $180 US, and you can reach out at universalpowertarot@gmail.com. And here it is. There's your surprise, my friends, because you can also win one of those, which is very cool. I'm so excited to give one of those beautiful readings away to one of you guys. All you have to do is subscribe, like the video that you're watching, and say that you did that in the comments and that you would like to win the yearly reading. So that's how this works. It's as easy as that, and you're in the draw. And somewhere between now and mid-December, we'll be drawing from the people that have entered this draw, and Spirit's going to let me know who won. So best of luck to you guys. And now let's hop into your yearly reading. Hello again. Hi. So my dear Libras, we're starting off, and I need to get this off my chest immediately. I was feeling very emotional. I was feeling very loving towards self, towards others. That's what's coming in for you in 2024. You may already feel those energies, my dear Libras. And that actually, that feeling loving towards yourself, your other and other people, that actually is bringing in abundance for you. It's so right that I'm doing your reading today, not earlier, not later, today. It's perfect. And listening to yourself brings healing. So full focus on you, right? I changed the perspective. You may change your perspective in 2024 on a couple of things, self-love, on a couple of things where you're really feeling, I need to take good care of myself. I also want to say I really wanted to bring in the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. That really wanted to come in for you for your yearly reading here, Libras. And that is water. That is all about, the emotional, the soul, and I'm getting my throat. So let's hop in and let's see what are the blessings, the lessons, and the overall energy for this year. We're going to start off with the overall energies for you, Libra. And I might have to put that out because it's too strong. Interesting. It's not always happening. Sometimes it's completely fine, but sometimes it is not. So here we go. All right, on Libras. All right. Let's have a look into the overall energies for you. And I really feel called with the other with the other ones so far, the other readings, it wasn't like that. I feel there's a portal that's opening up for you, because I feel that deck is actually really cool because it opens like this, which is really, really cool. So they just pointed that out to me, that there's a portal that's opening up. There's a new way of doing things in 2024 for you. I do feel it does have to do with your overall energies for 2024 on what you need to know for your personal and spiritual growth to encourage, elevate, and empower you on your path. Hang on. Okay, be mindful, because this is the second time that something starts to be too much. In this case, it was a candle, and actually too much in terms of that's not a good thing, because if that fire became too much, that's not good. So there's a sentiment or a pointer towards be mindful on the types of energies. And again, it's too much. You're letting into your life in 2024, obviously also when you're watching this reading, that seems to be significant. And what may be too much for you may not necessarily be too much for others, and let that be okay, because you need to know yourself, and I'm sure you do, Libra, to a certain extent, as we all do, right? So be mindful of too much of anything, okay? So there's the balance that that needs to be found. We're looking at the overall energies for 2024 for Libra. That was quick. Oh my God. Libra, you have the water carrier. It is beautiful. It says what really matters, reflect, reprioritize. And I just gotten this. That's so cool with it. It's so funny too, because we have the dark background and then the light, you know, here that light card, it fits perfectly. So that change in perspective that you will be experiencing in 2024 is highly beneficial, I want to say. And the focus is on you, on your healing, on, you know, you loving yourself, loving more and more parts of yourself. And then the water carrier energies here. Some of you are really starting to get into energy work, into understanding how that works. And water can be an amazing helper at this, and to reflect and reprioritize what is too much, what is just right, but from your perspective. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks here, Libra, of anything else whatsoever. It's your path, it's your life, I want to say. Also in terms of feelings, because I know you guys, you're trying to, you know, keep the peace, keep the harmony often in situations. And 2024 is, however, the focus on you. How are you harmonizing with yourself? How are you balancing yourself, your work life, your, you know, your personal emotions? Are you listening to your inner child? Are you running around a lot and not listening to yourself? Because that was a huge topic that came up. And I'm telling you, the shadow work here is definitely worth it. So freaking worth it, Libra, because it brings tremendous benefits. It's like you're doing a little bit of shadow work, and the benefits, the outcome is huge. It's like not even a tiny bit, and it's right up there. You're elevating immediately, because I believe you have done already a lot of work on yourself. You worked on specific topics. Let whatever needs to come to the surface come to the surface. I also want to say specifically in the beginning of the year, but they're saying March as well. In March, maybe there is something that is planned in March, or maybe that is a significant month for you. But that seems to be important here. Let whatever needs to come to the surface come to the surface. Let me read that one to you, because, like I said, it's a completely new deck. You're the first ones I'm using it with. So I'm curious. And I don't know the cards that well yet at all. So I'm going to rely on intuition, which is also a message for you. Rely on your intuition and things will go swell. So the water carrier is 140. And by the way, I know I look tired. I am tired. Okay. In most parts of the modern world, my dear Libra, humans have become disconnected from each other and the planet. There was mention in the written channeling earlier of, loving yourself and loving others, and that bring in great abundance, right? And listening to self bring in healing about. Phil, this is reflected here too. We've forgotten simple things like where the water that sustains us even comes from. We speak about creating harmony and peace on earth, but really our focus should be on creating harmony and peace with the earth. Is it possible that our disconnection from seeing earth resources as sacred that's made us so disconnected? When we look into the future, we can see that without water, there can be no life on earth. Without water, humanity cannot survive. This is a card about getting your priorities right, 2024. And focusing on what really, truly matters. In our busy world, it's so easy to get swept up in things that seem important and urgent when really at the end of the day, we realize that worrying about them has been a waste of time. Ever so often, most often in retrospect, where we're just like, I knew it. Like, why did I even, bother to think about it, waste any minute of my precious time on that subject, either future or past related, because it's going to come out differently anyways, and it's not worth the worry, literally. Most things do not even come into effect. So that may be an area for you to focus on as well, for some of you to make improvements here so that your life is a little easier. Yeah. So it's time to take a moment to pause, reflect, and reprioritize, to focus on what really matters, to chop wood and carry water, that's so good, to care for those in our community, to understand what's really truly important and to act accordingly. And that is really, I feel for you, the overall energy, obviously, of 2024, that which they touched upon too, to take good care of yourself, to listen to yourself, and also be loving to other people in terms of community. And there will be topics, and that's why I said it, the shadow work, right? There will be topics that will be popping up with that. But when you're looking at them, when you're solving them in the community, that can create so much greatness because you're working together with other people through certain subjects, matters. And again, that can be tremendously beneficial for any community if topics are approached in such a way where it's just like, okay, we're not just arguing or it's just some drama going on, but that is actually worked with and a solution can be found. People can be understood better. You can understand yourself better. You can find your voice in these situations. You can learn to speak up, Libra. It is actually really, really beautiful. And my heart is really like resonating with all that. So I hope you're going in resonance as well here because it's lighting places up. It also can feel like, sometimes when I go through these processes, I feel like a schnitzel. So totally like, till I'm nice and soft. Where everything was hard before, then you're nice and soft and you're just like, okay, I give up. I give up, spirit. It's okay, I got it. And that may be the case for you. And please know that this is for your highest good and for the highest good of everyone involved. If you choose to work with it, for sure, okay? All right. Now let's have a look at your blessings, okay? What blessings this one? No, let me see which card wants to come in. Yes, okay. Tarot time. It seemed to have been really important to bring the healing waters in. And there's something very magnificent about water. Like I said, you may feel a strong connection with water. After all, we're being made out of a lot of water. And so the resonance, the frequency really matters. And yeah, I forgot to mention to you too, because my beautiful friend, best friend Bethany, the dream interpreter, I mentioned her occasionally on the channel, who is amazing. I highly recommend her for any dreams or a reading if you would like, because she truly is very, very gifted. She's amazing. Also, when it comes to shadow work, that's where we connect a lot, I feel like. So that one, I actually was asked from the side to put it to the center. So heart and soul, that there's a focus on that. There's this focus on your beautiful heart, on your emotions throughout 2024. So be good to yourself. Be good to your beautiful heart, Libra. Okay, what's the blessings that want to come in for Libra in 2024, please? What do we have for Libras? I love that card too, the water carrier, because it looks like she's at ease. It really looks like she's just sitting there. She's peaceful. She's in meditative state. Not interesting. I didn't even actually mean to say that. That just kind of came out. She's sitting there peacefully, you know, by a body of water. So maybe that's something that you will do more and more often, and maybe integrate as a sort of ritual to be with water in some sort of a way. If you're not anywhere close that, just take a bowl and fill it with water and see how you go. Blessings, please. This one, yeah, that one came out really quick. Oh, you actually have death and rebirth. So truly what we've been talking about here, Libra. I'm going to be frank here with you in terms of 2024. What I have been feeling here. I feel because sometimes you have certain years where you go through a lot of changes, a lot of lessons per se, a lot of, listen, I'll show you. And if you go along, if you work with it, if you choose to work with it, that's going to be extremely beneficial. So it's much like planting a tree now and then being able later to reap the rewards. That's what I feel. I'm going to be very frank with you. And if you don't want to hear it, go to another channel that has a super positive reading for you, because I also don't mean to, you know, ruin your 2024. That's not the intention, but what's coming through is actually quite positive. So for those of you that want to hear this, stay. You're most welcome. To others, if you don't want to hear this, because again, once it's in your mind, I want to say, it's in your mind, but this is truly about self-development and personal growth and spiritual growth. And sometimes we do have those years, and that's what I see here indicated for you. A year where there's lots of opportunities for growth. And that indicates that's a blessing, actually, okay? So death and rebirth processes, much like scorpionic energies, but it's like if you've ever journaled, and there's a recommendation here too for you, Libra, for any time, not just for 2024, to journal and see what the root cause here is, because it's going to be transformed so quickly, like right in front of your eyes. Something that may have made you stuck before, it's all of a sudden giving way to something else that is transformed, that is beautiful, that is really serving you and others. I need to say this because the topic is here that this is going from you and your personal things, and that they will be transferable to the wider collective here, okay? It's also interesting because, you know, you had to wait on your reading, because I was planning on bringing it out on Monday, actually, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Like, I didn't have the energy. Like I said, that was too much. And then it's not serving you, because you would have gotten something that's not my full attention, not my full energy. Versus now, when I'm ready, when I'm tired, but I know I gotten the message, I can do the reading, and I won't, you know, be completely depleted after that. And there's the message for you as well. It's beneficial for everyone when you are charged. And even if that means you have to take a step back and you have to make people wait sometimes, that is okay. Okay? That is okay. You can communicate that with other people. And yeah, and so the blessing of 2024 is truly death and rebirth. And if you're looking at the caterpillar, that is a proper death process, you know, becoming mush, turning into the butterfly, that's the rebirth. Or the phoenix rising from the ashes, that's your 2024. I do feel there is a little bit more work required throughout 2024 to reach that stage. Again, I told you before, I'm going to be very frank with you. That's what I see currently for you. By the way, you can watch any other of my readings as well if they resonate more with me and with you. Virgo and Leo were quite positive, I have to say. But again, I don't see this as negative at all. Sometimes we do have these things. And you know what? Actually, when we're going through phases like this, readings like that can be super helpful because you're coming back, if that should be the case for you, if that's one of those years, and then that can be super helpful, okay? Because there's also huge potential, you know, in that kind of a void state, because what do you want to be? Who do you want to be, Libra? Like, that's a tremendous blessing to be able to pick, because that's what happens, right? Right before the butterfly emerges out of that, what is that exactly, right? It's that which you've always meant to be. A caterpillar does have that in their DNA for some reason. I mean, who even thought of that? Coming up with that, you know? How did the universe conspire to say, oh, you know what? We're going to have a caterpillar, one thing that crawls on the ground, and all of a sudden it gets wings and flies around and eats different things and, you know, has a completely different lifestyle. I mean, that's pretty cool. But who thinks of these things and why? Just so that I can sit here, talk to you about that and transformational processes, right, Libra? Okay, let's have a look at the lessons. Let's have a look at the lessons. Yeah, this is, again, this is a huge blessing, but one that may be perceived later. Yeah, exactly like they said, with the seed that's planted, and you will sit underneath its shade later. The abundance or the result of this blessing will come in later, but it's worth it. Much like if you have a Saturn retrograde, right? That takes 20 years to go around. So you'll learn those processes and then later you'll reap the rewards. Big time though. Because when one of those transformative, and actually that's interesting that I'm mentioning this now, this one, yeah. That's so funny, this one now. I feel it's kind of like opposite, because you have the lessons where the blessing should be, but it isn't. It's perfectly fine that way. And you have the 10 of Cups in your lessons. Learn to be happy. That is so freaking cool. I love it. Here, there you go. Learning to be happy. Learning to be emotionally fulfilled. Like within self. That's what 2024 is all about for you. And it really feels like, okay, I wanted to have the 10 of Cups and the blessings and the death and rebirth in the lessons, right? But it's like that. So it may come across as something that is harder and not, well, as a blessing in disguise, right? But that's what it truly is. Should you choose to work with this, Libra, it's going to bring tremendous rewards here for you. And that emotional fulfillment that we're looking for, you know, that self-love is tremendous. And some of you may have actually your Saturn return in 2024, or something like a huge cycle that comes into completion in 2024, where it's just like, okay, I have changed. You have changed, like massively. That was a huge transformative journey that you underwent here. And finally, it is coming to completion. Finally, you'll see the results of it. To those of you that still are going through those processes or have just started, please trust they will bring you results. This is not for nothing, the work that you're doing, okay? That's really important to know here, Libra. Yeah, I feel some of you have been manifesting here, and also, you know, some of you a partner, some of you, you know, but happier states of life. And I feel it's all accumulated in here, like in the void. And it's like bursting with ideas, with wishes, with I want this. And it feels like there's this learning curve, this transformation, because sometimes to receive a manifestation, we have to change our state, our own state, so that we're ready to actually receive this, and that we are a vibrational match to this, okay? And that's, I feel, what 2024 is preparing you for sure. Some of you are receiving in 2024 already. Yeah. All right, additional card, please. Okay. Yeah. they want to keep working with the Healing Waters Oracle. Okay, let's see. Healing, this one, yeah. Wow. Okay, this is major confirmation. You have the cosmic ocean, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. Look at that gorgeous card. That's exactly what that is. 2024 is going to be massive for you in terms of those new beginnings. And taken from Leo and Virgo, the ones that I've done already, that was definitely a topic, like major new beginnings, big years for you. I feel it's all about the emotions. It's all about the feelings. It's all about really tapping yourself into those and allowing yourself to feel this. You may have heard other people talk about, you're so sensitive. You shouldn't be so sensitive. Yes, you should. Yes, you should, Libra. Okay? Because you're perfect the way you are. There are no wrongs. Much like I was talking about the caterpillar. Okay? And that turns into a butterfly. God made them for a reason that may not be obvious to us or not immediately, but it's perfect. And so are you. He made you, they made you, whatever you want to believe or think about this, the universe, whatever it is. To me, recently, it's been the word God, and I'm totally resonating with it at the moment. So God made you perfectly, Libra, okay? Absolutely perfectly. You're not an accident, nor all the traits that you have, even those that you may not like so much about you, because when we integrate those, and this is a process, but one that can come about quickly in 2024 because of the heightened energies, that transformative process that cannot be, bought. You have to go through this to come out on the other side. And then there's the the dreams, the future realities, exactly that which we were talking about with putting something into the vortex because you wanted it so much for such a long time. But for that, internal processes have to shift. Internal maybe thinking, but it's very much about the feeling, how you feel about yourself, how much you love yourself, and how much you love others. And you may have loved others more than yourself in the past, much in terms of the keeper, the balance, the scales, just like keeping things balanced, keeping things harmonious, but at what expense? So when is it too much? And when are you listening to yourself, your Libra? And when are you taking good care of yourself, your beautiful heart and your beautiful emotions? Listen to yourself, listen to your inner child, listen to what wants to come up here for you, all right? Now, my dear Libras, anything else? No. We'll take it over to your extended, okay? So we're going to have a look into love in the wider sense, relationships, and yeah, basically, I think it's going to be an extension exactly like it's meant to be of what we already heard here. I'm guessing we're diving deeper into the topic of self-love and what you can specifically do to help yourself in this area. And then also career, but also mission, purpose, like that's a huge topic, and what you can additionally focus on. We're going to look into all of that. If you would like to follow us, down below is the link to Patreon. It's $11.11 a month, so for the whole month, not just for this reading, but for anything that was created within that month and for anything that's already there. I want to point out that there's the Rauhnacht available for you over there, which is a beautiful workshop to basically release the old, let go of the thing, to do a little bit of reflection, and to move on into the new, into your new year of 2024. I almost said 2025. Not quite there yet. Hold your horses, everyone. So yeah, 2024. All right, sweethearts, we'll take it over. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to book a private healing reading with me or a higher guidance coaching call, yeah, just reach out at universalpowertarot@gmail.com. I will, find some space for you, but probably somewhere in December because, like I said, like I posted, maybe you've seen the post, I need a little bit of a break. Energy work is exhausting. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so much love to you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And if you want to be in the draw, I forgot to mention that, but in between video mentioned it. There's a free yearly reading that would normally be $180, and you can still purchase this if you want to, but you can also win it for free if you are subscribed, if you liked the video, if you left the comment. Yes, I am all that. Yes, I would like the yearly reading. And then, you know, you're in the draw. So let's see how you go. By mid-December, I will announce who won that one. And then probably January, hopefully the beginning of January, you'll receive your reading. All right. Okay. See you over on Patreon or next time. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Much love. Bye.